Hello, travelers, and welcome to the Horror Greenbook, the channel that takes you from coast to coast and con to con. I am your travel guide, Brendan, bringing to you another live watch party here in the Scary Sanctuary, number 35. And this one is a dear favorite of mine. I Saw the Devil. A very awesome, very brutal Korean revenge horror flick. So, those of you who are big fans, of course, welcome. You're in for a ride for sure, but don't spoil all of the good things for the newbies. So, I'm definitely excited for that. Um, those of you that are new to the channel, of course, we watch along with everyone on Tubi. You will be able to find I Saw the Devil, both subbed and dubbed on Tubi. And what we will do is normally what we do is we just sit around for a bit, maybe about 10 minutes, and we'll let the film start together at 40 past the hour. So I hope everyone is having a fantastic Tuesday night. Normally we would do our disgraceful double features tonight, but I had an event last night. I saw Fabio Frizzi last night for a special showing of Lucio Fulci's classic Zombie 2, or better known in America as Zombie. So it was a must that I venture out to Fort Worth, Texas, about maybe an hour and 15-minute drive from me, to see Fabio and his band perform along with the actual, tracks of the film that they produced. So it was quite a privilege to be in the house for that, guys. So I'm very, very happy for that. Hey, what's going on? Happy? Hey, we got Bumper in the house. Hope you guys are doing well tonight. But yeah, the concert was amazing, guys. It was quite the experience. I love those types of concerts too, where the composer and his band plays along with the film. Earlier this year, I saw Claudio Simonetti and his group Goblin, or his portion of Goblin, and they played like their greatest hits. So that was a fun experience. I need to see the other Goblin band, composed of the other original members and new members, to perform along with another film. So hopefully I'll get that chance maybe later on in the year. I know they try to come yearly, so those are always a great experience. So if they come around to your city, definitely try to check them out, guys. We got Vero. What's going on, Vero? Yeah, guys. So I'm glad to have you all here for a live watch party. Normally it would be on, Monday, but we're doing it on Tuesday, which means disgraceful double features will be held tomorrow on Wednesday instead, at our usual time of 9:30 Central Standard Time. This week's films will be, one of them was chose by Lori, which is I'm Gonna Get You Sucker. Oh, one of my favorite films. I love I'm Gonna Get You Sucker. And the second flick, unfortunately, Ghosty hasn't come around. I sent her a instant message on Discord, but I'm assuming she's just busy with life and such like that. So I know Ghosty will pop back up sooner or later, but we know life comes up and such. So with that being said, I chose the second film for tomorrow, which will be a film that I mentioned before on previous live watch parties, and it will be Four Lions. So I think that will pair very well with I'm Gonna Get You Sucker, for disgraceful double features. So travelers, you do not want to miss out on that tomorrow. Hey, what's going on? Yes, yes, we always want to party, Tony. You got Triple T in the house. Hey, what's going on? So yeah, Lori picked an excellent selection of I'm Gonna Get You Sucker. So guys, be prepared to laugh at all the outrageous bits for that pairing tomorrow. So, like I said, guys, with disgraceful double features, it's one of those things where you can pick anything off the beaten path of horror. So you don't necessarily have to pick horror. It can just be a very schlocky comedy. It can be a B cult movie, whether it's like a sex comedy, like horror. It can even be a crazy documentary. There's a documentary or two that I plan on showing, but because it's just something of the culture that I think we would enjoy as fans. So, guys, we're gonna look forward to that. Yeah, what's up? Oh, Restless. Yeah, man, Ghosty's ghosting us for real. But hey, what else would we expect from a ghost? Yeah, well, hey, we'll see if 4 lines is better than 3.5 lines. I know I thought Leonard Part 6 was better than Leonard Part 5. But it's good to see you, oh Restless. Man, guys, so I hope you guys are ready for I Saw the Devil. As I mentioned, one of my favorites. Is so crazy to think that this film is already 15 years old. I remember the first time I caught it, it was probably a bit shortly after it came to like physical media, and wow, like the reputation kind of got out where it was just like, hey, I know you like foreign horror, I know you like Asian horror. Have you ever seen I Saw the Devil? And of course, the name just very much intrigued me, but I hadn't at that point. So the person that recommended it to me, they were just like, yeah, man, it's a very cat and mouse type revenge flick, but it's very sick. So if you like very messed up situations and an ending that sticks with you because it's just kind of like, well, it ties into the message of when you're consumed by revenge. And I really love those types of films. Reminds me a lot of The Count of Monte Cristo. So if any of you guys have read or seen the movie The Count of Monte Cristo, um, you know what to expect a little bit because this is a flick where someone is done wrong and they go on the warpath. So, this movie sounds so familiar. You can't remember if you saw it. Which ones are I'm gonna watch subbed, but you guys are more than free to watch dubbed. The link that I included is to subbed, but if you guys search in I Saw the Devil on Tubi, both options will come up for you. So both of them are exactly the same. It's just whether or not you want to hear the movie in English or not. So I normally rely on subtitles anyway when watching these flicks with you. And hell, who am I kidding? Even when I'm not watching with you guys. So this is going to be a fun one. Man, so who of among you guys have seen this before and who hasn't? Yeah, both are the same lengths. Yeah, so everything's going to be pretty much the same with that. All right, hold on. Give me a second. Let me change some things here. Need to do something here. See, I'll put 6800. Change my bit rate right quick for you guys. Alright, that should help out. Alright, let's see if that works a bit better. But as you're new to it, Bumper. Oh yeah, you're new to it. Happy as well. Well, you guys are in for a treat, man. I'm very excited to check this one out with you. So, guys, make sure you're queued up. We will be starting in less than a minute. And you guys will recognize some faces in this as well. All right, guys, hit play. And let me pull up the chat. Yeah, this is almost similar in vein to When Evil Lurks. So even though this film has a happier ending than When Evil Lurks, still don't expect to feel all warm and fuzzy by the end of it. From that Freddie Penn actually is from a guy I met at TerraCon, and his company was called I believe Gods of Horror. Yeah, guys, this definitely reminds me of top tier revenge horror flicks like I Spit on Your Grave or Last House on the Left. So if you guys enjoy those types of flicks, definitely this is a good one. Let's see. It starts so calm. Hey, I appreciate that bumper. Thanks a lot, man. Yeah, I didn't get a chance to respond to you guys' comments just yet, you and Vero, but thank you so much for the compliments for the vest. All right, so it looks like the stream health should look a little bit better. I made some adjustments in regards to the screen resolution, so it should show up a bit better for you guys now, as opposed to previous weeks. I love this opening. The opening is so just like, oh, this is so calm, and the ending is also just as calm, but you just feel like you went through a gauntlet. And this is a pretty long movie. This is like a 2 hour and 15 minute movie, maybe 2 hour and 20 minute movie. But it really keeps you engaged. I love the characters in this. Like you really are fascinated with both the protagonist and the antagonist of this film. Yeah, I know, right, Tony? And I just love great you know foreign horror films. Oh yeah, definitely remember that guy who had that reputation for stealing bikes. It's just something about that snow. Yeah, for real, man. They really don't. Like, if that flick from last week tells you anything, that's why I tell people to explore horror from all over the world because they have different things that they bring to the genre. You know, different cultures, different things that they are afraid of due to folklore and other things. It makes for very interesting watches. And I love whenever like government agents or hitmen are involved in horror stories because they operate within the gray area. They're not, Mary Sue's, so they're not perfect individuals. No, that's sweet. Uh, you remember these moments because this is probably the only sweetness you're gonna get in this movie. I will tell you, this is unrelenting. I love that dude. That dude is like involved in like every Korean, Asian, well, any Korean like big budget flick. That dude's also awesome in like Snowpiercer and also geez the zombie one. I'm pretty sure someone's gonna come up with the name of it. Someone mentioned it like not too long ago. Train to Busan. There you go. There you go. It was gonna come to me. But whenever I see that dude in a cast, I know it's gonna be something that's hitting hard. Snowpiercer would be a great film to watch. One of these disgraceful double features. Bath mat steering wheel. Yeah, exactly. Well, at least it's probably cleaner than bath mats and the toilet covers that are like that. Bad time to have car trouble. Yeah, those toilet covers were, ugh, yuck. You just see that white snow, and then it transitions down to all the blood, and her husband calling her. And the title cards are still going. Kim Ji Woon, man. There you go. 9 minutes in. Yeah, there you go. I saw the devil. So, of course, now you know that this is the catalyst for the film. And I just reached my first ad. Well, if I'm going to reach an ad, hopefully is that one, and they make it quick. So like it or not, guys, you're about to get your first timestamp. How's everyone doing tonight? Hope everyone's doing well. All right, I'm at 9 minutes and 50 seconds. And you're just like, damn, she's still alive. Hey, Lori. How's it going, Lori? We were just talking about you and your choice for I'm Gonna Get You Sucker. It's gonna be a fun one. Yeah, the intro is almost like a video game for real. It's definitely a lot like a Metal Gear Solid type opening. Like this dude's the villain, he reminds me a lot of like Henry from Henry Portrait of a Serial Killer, which is gonna be something we're gonna eventually watch as well. Been good enjoying your time off? Yeah, man, you've been working up a storm, brother. But hey, man, you're making up those funds for Monsterpalooza and all these shows upcoming, man. We're gonna have a blast, man. I just solidified my hotel and my rental and my flight for Monsterpalooza. I just need to buy my weekend pass, so it's gonna be a good one. And also, I'm set for Texas Frightmare, which is gonna be next week. Monsterpalooza the week after that, and then Living Dead Con the week after that. So, guys, I can't wait. No, she has a bouncing baby in there. He's gonna let her go, right? I mean, he has to let her go. Yeah, three amazing cons, bumper. So I'm geeked, man. Con season is starting off with a 12 minutes and 25 seconds, Lori. Yeah, a month packed of cons for sure, Vero. Yes, most definitely. I will be going live for every single one of them. So stay tuned for that. And then, of course, I'll do the regular style vlogs that I do. No, I'll go and make sure to take care of you guys. Yeah, so con season is really jumping off with a blast. Um, there are other cons that have been going on, but pretty much I just wanted to bide my time, and especially with two cons that have been on my agenda to go to, and one that is an absolute must because there's a chance that it may be the last opportunity that they will be having it in the Monroeville Mall, and that may be one of my final chances to actually see the Monroeville Mall and to experience it with other George A. Romero fans. So had to do that, and then Monsterpalooza is a must. So knocking off two new cons on the channel, guys, and also, guys, yeah, I know this is completely brutal. He did not care about that baby whatsoever, right? Whatsoever, right? But you ever get the you guys ever heard the saying barking up the wrong tree? This dude completely messed with the wrong guy's wife. Like, you think you're crazy and then you meet someone crazier than you. This is kind of like this story. You're excited for Frightmare? Yeah. Yo, Lori, no, seriously, like, hit me up. Like, whenever you're at Frightmare or you're free, I'll definitely be around. But of course, if you see me, come up and say hello. I don't care if I'm live streaming. I don't care if I'm filming something for the vlog. I don't care if I'm talking to someone. Please interrupt me to say hello. I never want to miss a chance to miss out on meeting one of you guys. Oh, poor chubby kid. That's not an ear of corn. And then there's other cons I'll be going to, of course. I'll be going to Mad Monster and Days of the Dead. I would love to go to Spooky Empire, but it's not looking likely, mainly because, three different cons back to back to back, maybe doing a bit too much. And that's a lot of travel at one time. So I'll give the finances a break, but I'll probably still be getting Danny Elfman's autograph. Can't miss out on that chance to get his autograph. So instead of actually spending the money to go out that way, I'll actually get it to my buddy to take care of his autograph for me. Now give me time to actually rest up and maybe do some local conventions that'll be around here. That's a good thing about the summer. Yeah. This actually kind of reminds me of that scene in Halloween 2 with Sheriff Brackett when they find Annie's body. And it also reminds me from that scene with Brad Dourif in the Rob Zombie Halloween remakes. Oh man, it's crazy because if you guys know any policemen, they all have like some sort of crazy story like this. Especially if they've been on the force for a long time. Every police officer has some sort of crazy story, especially if they've worked homicide. Jeez, something where they're just like, man, there's always like one case that has given all types of like tough-hearted detectives and policemen and policewomen nightmares. Yeah, I know. It reminds you of Jaws for some reason. Yeah, exactly. With the search, they found the head. Well, at least you don't have to worry about it being in a box like Seven. Takes out the mystery, right? The music in this is really good as well. That's another really good plus with this film. Now that I think about it, this is a score I definitely would enjoy having. Yeah. Oh. Oh my goodness. Anyone that's in the fire department? Oh man, those firemen. Man, they've seen some stuff too. Oh yeah, they did a great job with the music. Um, the ending shot. Part of the reason why that sticks with me is because of that the music and the way it's shot. But you guys will see. How many nightmare posters do I have? I have one for every film except for Freddy versus Jason, and I have British a British quad poster, an 11 by 17 quad for Dream Warriors. So I'll probably get my British quad one signed by Patricia next convention that I see her at, which will hopefully be Scarefest in Kentucky, which would be a convention that's big enough of a draw, and they have enough related guests to make me feel safe in assuming that she'll be there. Oh no, bumper. No. Though I'll send most likely I'll send stuff in for Robert England. If anything, I'll probably bring just like one poster to get signed. That's if I do get something signed by Robert that weekend. I have to weigh out exactly who is going to be there, but I'm going to at least try to get something signed by Robert, at least one thing. But with Robert's autograph being 125 a pop, um, I have to space Robert's stuff out. But the good thing about Robert is the fact that you can send in, and if I'm not mistaken, you can use PayPal as a payment. And if I'm not mistaken, you may be able to use Pay in 4 with that. So that's at least one benefit for the send-ins. So I'll probably try to meet Robert one more time in person at least, and I'll try to send in the rest of my stuff. Now, I did hear a very cool thing that if you send him some fan mail and you actually include a return envelope, that he sends you like an autographed like postcard or something back. So I would totally love to craft a letter to Robert England and see if I get anything back. I mean, at the least I would know that he receives it, because it was very cool because he had like a letter from a guy that was like 30 years old, and he still had it, and it's just like, wow, that's really cool. And that particular guy went on to become like a special effects artist. So I'm like, wow, that's cool that Robert has that. Yeah, I'm going to see her at Texas Frightmare Bumper, but I'm going to get my Dream Warriors poster signed there, my big 24 by 36 one. But my British quad, I'm going to get at another con. Like I said, only so many signatures I can afford at with three cons back to back to back. So I'm going to be happy to just meet Patricia, get the signature on the Dream Warriors poster that's needing her signature, and then getting the picture, and then for my additional Dream Warriors poster and maybe something from True Romance, I'll catch her hopefully at Scarefest. If the if fate is on my side. Yeah, I wish I would, man. I wish I could get all of my poster signed at once for sure. I was talking about Demented on this show about which will be being premiered, I believe, Thursday. So I'll post up the link for you guys to check that out. But the people that are able to get like Robert's autograph for like $25, I'm just thinking I could get all of my posters signed for the cost of one. Some people really lucked out. Have him sign your arm and get it tattooed. You know, I have thought about that. I have thought about him actually doing a doodle, a Freddy doodle, and signing it. But we'll see. One of these days, I would definitely enjoy that. I think I'm finally going to meet him at Mad Monster Con. Hey, man, for real, man. That's going to be a great time to meet him, man. Especially with Days of the Dead. You know, calling some of the crowd as well. Especially with the Terrifier crowd being over there. So, man, I'm going to be extremely happy to do that. And what was a positive sign is that they finally sold out of the VIP tickets for Mad Monster. So it bodes well for the chance to get Robert's autograph. And if I'm thinking, Robert is one of the few people that want to get their autograph at Mad Monster or Days without being able to possibly see them again in the future pretty soon. Alabama, yeah. Gotta love some Alabama. It's like whenever I think of that movie, I can't help but think about the theme. That sucks. Just getting engaged. You find out your wife is pregnant, and then you get that news. Yeah, so I'm going to be on the warpath as well. And the cool thing is, this dude's like in law enforcement, so he's able to get away with some stuff and actually take advantage of intel that the normal vigilante wouldn't be able to. And the good thing with like a lot of Korean films is this is like a genre meld. Sorry about that, guys. It's a bit of a genre meld because you get the revenge horror, you get a crime thriller, you get a lot with this film. You get a little bit of a police procedural, but it all works together. Like the writing is really well done in this. Timestamp, yeah, yeah. 25 minutes and 45 seconds. You see some Cobra Kai in it. You know what, Tony? I did think about that, but the only thing that makes that hard is the ads. But you know what? I'll look into that because once the ads come back up, I could just re-enter the new time and go from there. So I'll look into that. There's got to be a way that I can do that and readjust it on the fly whenever an ad comes up. Oh, got the good fapping going on. Oh, and it's pixelated, just like in Asia. Can't show any pubes. I think that's the thing. Like, you can't show the actual pubes. I think you can actually probably show the genitalia, but it could just be the fact that they just can't show the genitalia as well. I can't remember what it was, but that's the weird thing about Asian Born. Oh, there you go. Well, you went from choking your chicken from getting choked a different way. Now you're about to get David Carradine. Yeah, no dongs for you, Tony. Tony's like, "Where's my refund?" Dude's like, "I don't know." But I love how he has to find out who the guy is from the possible suspects. It's like, I'm gonna get my answer somehow. All right, now here we have my for my next ad, which is a drive time ad. But it's so funny that you mentioned that, Tony, because I was definitely thinking about some sort of like counter to have you guys follow along with where I am. But I'll definitely be one of the next things I'll look into for you guys. Make it a little bit easier for you guys. But I never mind you guys asking for timestamps. Your doorbell doesn't ring, it dongs. Insurify. Man, they're really trying to get me some insurance. Mm-mm-mm. But yeah, guys, I'm so excited for con season. And I'm also going in the afternoon to go see Sinners in 70 millimeter. So I'm definitely excited for that experience. So it will be my third time seeing Sinners since it came out in theaters. So it's been the first film in a while that I've seen in theaters three times. If that tells you guys anything in regards to not only the film, but the cinematic experience. I hate when it's like a super super long ad. All right, ad is finally done. 28 minutes and 15 seconds is where I am. You almost pre-ordered that today, but bought something else. Still on your list though. I feel that. You've never seen a flick three times in theaters. Is a very 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 rare thing for me. Like I've seen a few flicks twice, but three times is I could probably only think of like maybe one or two other times. Oh yes, Vera, I'm definitely going to see Bloodlines. I'm very excited to check that one out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try my best to rattle through the rest of the Final Destination films. I love this part too when he runs into the dude on the bike. So I'm gonna try to get through the rest of them and try to get to Bloodlines. I love how dude is like playing no games, but I feel them though. Like I mean, who wouldn't do the same in regards to your loved one? You know, especially if you feel like you don't necessarily have anything else to live for after that. It's just like, all right, shit is on now. Hey, Captain Spaulding, what's going on? Always glad to see you coming in here, buddy. Let me give you a timestamp. I'm at 30 minutes and 25 seconds, or if you need one a little bit later, feel free to ask for one. You want a coat? I love how he couldn't go to sleep. He was like, nah, let's start working on the next one. That's how I am sometimes with content, guys. It's just like, all right, just got this convention video done. Now I'm trying to get some sleep. And then next thing you know, I get into bed and my eyes open. I'm like, the next convention. And then my mind won't shut off. But it's a good place to be in. I love conventions. It's way less stressful than hunting your wife's killer. Yeah, go all John Wick exactly, man. And you know what? It's crazy because the guys like that are always like the most chill people. And it's just like, just don't mess with them. We all know like a friend or two that's like that, or sometimes we are that friend where it's just like, man, I'm the friendliest person ever. But if you mess with my loved one, or I'll go out on the line for it. Get in bed, stare at Amazon Fresh for two. There goes the creeper van, the Asian creeper van. That's what's up, Bumper. That's the best thing about it, though, man. Whenever you're like holding out on getting something for a while, and then you get it at that right price, it just makes it so much better for waiting. Especially when you get it at a really, really good deal. When it's just like a substantial percentage difference, you're just like, yeah, that time waiting definitely paid off. Because there's nothing I hate more than overpaying for something. Nothing makes you feel worse or more used. Yeah, I think my internet stream's just being a bit bratty right now. All right, give me a second, guys. I may have to adjust it. See if it'll tell me some information I could use to make it look a little bit better. Everyone else wanted 800 or a K. See, yeah, man. A lot of these people really try to get over on consumers, especially for the unsuspecting consumer that don't really know any better. Yeah, man. I'm my dad's son, so if anything, I'm definitely gonna scope out a deal for sure. You hate returning items. You rather call it a loss. Oh no, man. I'm returning items. I don't care. I'll look you right in your face and be like, I don't want it anymore. Send me in, Tony. I'll take the items back, bro. Ooh, exactly, Bumper. Major score, brother. Hey, let me know how you enjoyed that display case, man. Cause that's a major difference, man. Exactly, man. You're talking like 78% off. All right, nice, Bumper. Yeah, man. Oh, that dude's deadly with a melee weapon. I mean, I've heard of giving her the pipe, but usually that's a different connotation. Oh, the guillotine, homemade guillotine. This dude's sick, man. And what I love about this, like, you really see even the complexities of the serial killer because you're gonna learn things about him. You got color LED. Oh yeah, you gotta light it up, man. Exactly, Bumper. You know what's up, man. Yeah, Bumper. That stuff's gonna look nice, man. Can't wait to see it when we have it all put up and display it all properly to your liking. Timestamp? No prob. 36 minutes and 45 seconds. I love these like that baseball bat, blood residue. Scoping out, doing some reconnaissance. and you're just like, oh, the serial killers. It's always rare when they have like super sweet parents, because you find out that this guy, as sick as he has some super sweet parents. And then, of course, then you find out he has a son. So you're learning about the familial dynamics with this serial killer, which makes things more complex. Also, his Ice Cream Man movie is going to be the goriest one yet. That's very promising. That reminds me, I actually need to go ahead and invest in the Eli Roth studio. Let me see. Yeah, the horror section. Yeah, you can pretty much donate like $100 at a time to buy shares of his company. There's a $5 million max goal, and they're almost at 3 million. They're less than 100 G's away from 3 million, so they've reached 58% of their goal. And I definitely want to be involved in it. It would be a great investment. And also, at that convention in Las Vegas, that I told you guys about, Hollow Scream, um, they're going to do like a pitch thing, like pitch panel type thing, where you can actually pitch horror ideas and possibly get them picked up by studios. So, needless to say, I'm hoping to go to that as well and bring you guys some footage. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Like that's why I was like hearing the title. I'm like, I wonder if it's connected to the other Ice Cream Man movie. You almost paid for credit in the Feldman Bret Hart horror that they were doing. Hey man, that'd be fun, man. To see Tony make an appearance in that. Well, I hope everyone's having a great week just passing through to hit that Ash Severed. Hey, what's going on, man? I'm so glad to have you do that, Jeff. Hopefully you're having a good night, man. Stopping through. I know you're just stopping through for a bit. Probably have to get up super early in the morning, but always glad to have you come through and hit that like button, buddy. Give us a Ash Williams severed hand. Always thank you for your support, brother. Yeah, I love how the dude's like, man, forget a warrant. Oh, there you go. Got trophies. We got trophies. Got his trophy jar. Okay, guys, let's talk hypotheticals. If you were a Dexter style serial killer, what would be the trophy that you take? Because I always find what trophies serial killers take very fascinating. Where it's like whether it's like Polaroid pictures, licenses, clothing items, hair. I don't know. Knowing me, I'm a creative person. I would want to take something like super creative. That so that when I get caught, all the news stories will be like, yeah, this dude, he took this. Charcuterie board. Yeah, exactly. Toenails. Bumpers taking toenails. Tony, you're taking dongs. So we know Tony's type. Tony's gonna be like a Dahmer type, where he's going to take dongs and store them in like jars. Let me see. What would I take? Can't take cell phones. That'll get you in trouble. Hmm. Maybe watches, jewelry, something like that. Uh oh, he found the ring. That ring that fell. And now he has solid proof. So we reached the detective portion of this film. And now that part's done. You take their autograph posters. Oh my god. That would be a pretty unique one, Bumper, for real. I mean, that's killing two birds with one stone there. So I gotta respect it. Take like a roll of toilet paper or something. Oh man. And this dude drives young girls to and from home. Of course, they always have like jobs like that dealing with the public. He was totally a normal guy. I never expected this behavior of him. Little do they know, they are rolling with one of the sickest individuals. And he also has a tracker on him. Laura's taking Laura's taking pets. I love that. I mean, you can't have those babies starving while the police are possibly, waiting for the evidence of a crime. I always love the trope of the horror film where the killer um, does something to the victim, but also leaves out like a ton of food for the cat or the dog. I'm just like, before leaving, I'm like, all right, you're not all bad. The dirty devil killer. Yeah, right, Bumper. I mean, those sweet babies are going to need a home, so I mean, you can at least avoid the death penalty doing that, at least. Yeah, I really enjoy the cinematography in this as well. Oh, little schoolgirl. It's like these killings have been approved by PETA. Only humans have been harmed in this. All right, guys. Now it finally gets ramped up. But I love this part about the film because it differentiates itself from a lot of revenge horror films. Because with this guy, he knows that With revenge, you're either the type of person that wants it like really quick and efficient, or you kind of want to draw it out for as long as possible. And soon you're gonna find out which type of person this guy is. Oh, really, Bumper? Nice, nice. Now that's cool. Especially if you're gonna do something TCM based, you should have something on the menu. It's only it's only right. So they haven't said about the other three yet. Okay. I love how he's messing with them. It's like, wait, you hear that? What was that? You mess with the wrong guy's wife. Chavez, Chavez, his real dad. I'm really looking forward to checking that out. Like, I'm so geeked for that. You're about to get this square off. And if you're naive, you're probably thinking, wait a second, we're 50 minutes in and we're already getting the confrontation between the hero and the villain. Yeah, we are. But this is just the first meeting. And I love it because he knows the dude is a serial killer. So he can't go to the cops. Hope they can add an underworld roster of Lycans. That would be dope, man. I would love to see something underworld, man. Can you imagine seeing those Lycans? You know what, Bumper? I haven't even really given that much thought. Now that is something I would probably have to think about. I have to think about ones that they haven't done yet. But yeah, man, anything that they haven't done yet would definitely be very welcomed. Um, hmm. Yeah, let me think on that one. That's actually a very good question. Yeah, if I had three to choose. Hmm. Yeah, I'm gonna give that one some good thought because I don't want to choose something that they've probably have done and I just probably forgot or didn't know about. But that would be dope to be able to choose a house for them. And I love how he's just like, all right, I could kill you now, but killing you like this would be just too good for you right now. You would do Army of Darkness, The Lost Boys, or Underworld. You know, I was kind of thinking The Lost Boys. The Lost Boys would be fun, especially in regards to like their hideout and then going to like Grandpa's house. You get a little bit of something of like the pier. Yeah, that would definitely be a dope one. I did possibly think of the Lost Boys as I was looking at my Lost Boys poster. Um, I was thinking something Evil Dead related, but Army of Darkness would be the most fun one to do for sure. Poltergeist. I think It Follows would be pretty cool. Have a cool way of just having all these different people follow you in just different ways. Ah, break that hand. Gonna make it hard on you. And I think that was his killing hand. I couldn't remember if that was his killing hand or not. Love how he wakes up in pain. And he has a note. Looks like it was wrapped in Botan rice candy. Tusk would be a fun one. If They Live would be a cool one to have. Incorporate the glasses. I love how he gave him money. It's like, no, go on a run. We want to play a game. The complete psycho is calling the other guy a complete psycho. That's what you need to do. You got to ramp it up. Yeah, They Live would be pretty fun. Yeah, yeah, for sure, Bumper. Big Trouble. Very cool visuals. I love how he doesn't know he has a tracker on him. It's like, no, I want you to go run. You wonder if that butter knife comes into play later? You shall find out. You may just get your wish pretty soon, Tony. Wow, this part that comes up isn't my favorite part. This part really stands out a lot. Like this upcoming scene and scenario. They're definitely going to get a Terrifier one soon. You do not have to worry about that. But I think that was going to be more Halloween Horror Nights. I think they're going to get a Halloween Horror Nights house this year. I think it's going to be like a the Clown Cafe, but I don't think they're going to have that for the Las Vegas one. Yeah, this scene right here is a pretty fun one. You wouldn't pick up the bloody generic jeans. Timu Gene Simmons. I love how this scene is shot as well, guys. Brother, Bumper, you're on it, man. I'm telling you, that would be unreal. Just having a whole straight up horror themed one. But if I'm being honest with you, we probably aren't that far away from eventually getting something like that, man. With as much money horror is making, it's only a matter of time. I love how he's looking in the rear view. He's like, okay, something's not right. And the thing is, anyone from the streets would know this. Like, this situation's not right. Something's not right with these dudes. I need to be on my P's and Q's in this situation. You said we're all lucky, right? Yeah, I know, right, Tony? Especially out in like those places in the middle of nowhere. Oh man, you're just gonna go through it, and you're gonna have a whole straight up experience. I love the tension in this scene. It's kind of like that Han Solo scene with Greedo. Oh, there you go. Oh, oh, oh. Who shot first? Who stabbed first? Like, I love how this is like straight up like Korean action at the same time. Like a lot of the cat and mouse and everything like that. It's like you get horror, you get action, you get revenge, crime, drama. He's like, wait a second. He stopped. Something's up. He's like, okay. These dudes were these dudes were part of the same trade as me. Hey, they had a change of clothes. All right. So they killed the taxi cab driver. Yeah, guys, and if you haven't, go ahead and hit that like button. Push the channel out to other horror lovers. And also, guys, be on the lookout for my community post. And I'll post in the Discord my interview that I had last week, last Friday actually, with Brian, the director, or you guys would know him as Demented. So I was on his channel and we chopped it up for a bit with him and his co-host, It was a pretty good interview, guys. It was my first one ever, so I hope it turned out pretty good. I think it did. So I'll share the link for that so you guys can check it out. If you're gonna be so damn crazy, you can kill. Why not try to eat? Yeah, might as well. I mean, but then again, I guess that's where the line is drawn with some crazy. They're just like, all right, I would do anything for love, but I won't do that. No, no. Start to check it out. Yeah, man, it's gonna be a good one. I'm definitely gonna post the link out. Yeah, I know, right? Tastes like pork. The finest Texas barbecue you've ever had. When I first saw this, I was thinking, I'm like, he's probably thinking, yeah, you're too young for me. Or no, he's probably thinking you're too old for me. That's what I should say. Oh, the second movie is going to be Four Lions, Lori. So I think it's going to be a perfect pairing with I'm Gonna Get You Sucker. So right after this, I'm actually going to post up the thumbnail for it and set the time and everything. I didn't get around to doing it, unfortunately, today since I was getting everything squared away in regards to travel. I just gotta set up one flight in regards to Living Dead Con, but I'm waiting for my points to like wait to transfer over. I'm trying this new partner in regards to airlines because they had some good value for my points, but apparently instead of the points going over instantly, I have to wait until the next business day. So hopefully they go through very quickly tomorrow. That's a good one. Yeah, I can't wait as well, Laura. I think it's going to be a very, very funny pairing between the two. So let's get it. Another successful, disgraceful double features in the making. Yeah, no bumper. It's going to be so awesome. They're going to do a showing of Dunn and a few like after party type things as well. So I need to go ahead and get my ticket for that and Monster Palooza as well very soon. That's going to be the next thing that I get taken care of. That's what Tony's gonna say to his male victims, but only from the bottom. Your best friend from Virginia might come down for Scarefest. Yeah, for sure. They definitely should. Scarefest is worth it. It's a huge con. A bumper. They definitely should. They definitely should. We got Papa Goss in the house. What's going on, Pop? We got Josh in the house. But yeah, man, bumper. Your friends should go. Ton of guests. I went for the first time last year, and definitely hoping to do it again. And I'm hoping that they'll do the Halloween parade again during the same weekend because that was pretty cool to take in. I love another positive about this film is they do a lot of long shots to keep the tension up. Yeah, man. Last year they had like 100 guests. It's freaking crazy. Yeah, it's definitely the that was like the main draw for Scarefest. They definitely concentrate a lot on the guests, so I think that's a big part of the reason why I feel that Patricia's gonna probably make an appearance there. You're talking about the villain, Tony? How's your night going, Josh? They have a respectable amount of vendors, but definitely the highlight is the amount of celebrities. It won't be anywhere near like Monsterpalooza in regards to vendors, but they definitely have the most amount of guests I've ever witnessed at a con for sure. So I think that's part of their claim to being the biggest convention, the biggest horror convention in the U.S. And that convention space is pretty massive. So I'm looking forward to Monsterpalooza to compare in regards to like size, how many celebrities, and vice versa. Because that's the cool thing I like about all these different conventions because they have different things that they bring to the table, which makes them worth checking out. I love how he's not even going to ask any questions. Bop! Bust him in the head. Now that chick is traumatized, but at least she's going to make it out of there with her life. Hey, Brian, what's going on? We got Demented in the house. Yeah, that dude's been in a lot of stuff, though. So you've probably seen him in stuff, Tony. Yeah, he does kind of have that very unhinged Benicio del Toro thing going on. But Brian, I'm at 1 hour, 11 minutes, and 43 seconds. If you're needing to catch up, or at least you want an idea of where we're at. I was just mentioning your channel in the interview, man. So gonna make sure to post that up in the Discord and on the channel. Oh, nice. Yeah, I'm definitely excited for to check out like all the vendor space. So I've definitely checked out Monsterpalooza videos. I love how he's like, no, no, you need to stay here, baby. You need to bandage him up. He's like, well, make sure you get home safe, but we gonna bandage him up good. I love how like the heroes like we gonna do a catch and release. Oh, we're gonna get some Achilles. Uh, yeah, I know this always messes me when he stabs his Achilles. But I love it though because he's totally a dude that deserves it. Frank, Frank the Bunny. All right, just reached that, but at least it's the first ad that I've received in a while, so I'll take it. Yeah, man, bumper. Uh, and that's another reason why I'm not going to be able to go to Spooky Empire because, man, three conventions back to back to back is going to be very hard to not indulge. So I'm going to try to do my best with budgeting with Monsterpalooza. Thankfully, I'm not planning on getting many autographs with at Monsterpalooza. There's like one celebrity that I'm thinking I'm going to get an autograph from. That's going to be there. So that's going to save my funds a bit. I've already budgeted out, well, my updated budget for Frightmare in regards to autographs. And that doesn't even count the budget for vendors. So, guys, pray for my pockets, guys. Definitely pray for my pockets. Pet Cemeterium. Exactly. You just bring them back to life. All right, bear with me, guys. Hold on. I don't know why my phone popped up with something. Okay. All right, my ad is about to finally end, guys. And I am at 1 hour, 13 minutes, and 15 seconds. For those of you that are following along. I feel you on that, man. Yeah, I'm definitely getting Joseph Whip. Joseph Whip is the one person that I'm planning on getting for sure, Bumper. You're correct on that. But I feel you on that, Tony. We're gonna catch up again, man. There are gonna be other opportunities, and maybe we're gonna find something that's a bit closer to you to possibly try to set up some sort of meetup on the West Coast, man. So don't worry about it. We're gonna make sure it's all taken care of. Yeah, unfortunately, I don't think I'm gonna be at Midsummer Scream, but if there's a chance that a miracle happens, I'm gonna definitely try to make it. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna try to make it myself. Definitely sooner than later with Midsummer Scream. That's the next West Coast convention that I have on my agenda to really make a must of seeing next year. I reached out to Creep IECon in regards to getting media passes for Creep IECon Aftermath, so that I could try to make that one. And also, I need to reach out to Terra Trader to try to see if I could get media passes for Gathering of the Ghouls or something like that. Man, Tony, you know we'll push you in a wheelchair, man. Why are you tripping, man? That's just gonna make it easier. We could probably get pushed, faster in lines if you're in the wheelchair. we'll just have to give you like 30 beers so that you're just saying gibberish and you're in like prime triple T mode, and then we'll just be like, oh, don't mind him. He's just he's a little out there, but we love him. We'll get VIP privileges. Bumper, I'm trying to see on that one because with my tickets that I got in like super early on. I get in super early on Friday, and I'm coming from LAX. So with me coming in super early, I may get a chance to visit some of the houses where I'm out that way, and then going to the con. But I'm trying to see exactly how that's going to work. I may try to do some other stuff, and that way, I can try to just make the best use of my time while I'm out that way before checking in and such. But I'm gonna see. I'm gonna try to go with the flow. I know I definitely want to check out Horror Vibes Coffee, and I'm going to reach out to TCCK Gaming because he lives out there, and I'm gonna try to see if he can recommend me some very cool West Coast related horror stuff to check out. So I'm just going with the flow, but I'm going to try to make the best use of my time while I'm out that way because it just seems like something always happens while I'm out on the West Coast. So I'm going to try to go with the bird in the hand instead of two in the bush sometimes with this trip. So we'll see. I'll definitely keep you posted on that. I'll let you know for sure more with Friday because I'm definitely going to try to make most use of Friday as I can. You're down for the chair. It's just your skin falls off. You know what? Hey, I totally get that, man. I know psoriasis. I have a couple of friends with psoriasis. It's okay, man. We can also wrap you up and have you looking like Dark Man. You'll be in Dark Man cosplay. Or we can wrap you up and have you in the Invisible Man cosplay. It's all good. Well, there's a will, there's a way, man. We'll make up for a bunch of different diseases. Yeah, exactly. See, man? It just made the convention even more fun. If you come to Long Beach, I can find you a place to crash in San Diego. Hey, that's cool with me. Yeah, a buck 15 away is nothing. So, I would totally be down with that, Tony, for sure, man. Like I said, man, um, with the more conventions that I try to go to, it's not hard for me to depend on the kindness of you travelers. So don't be surprised if I'm hitting you guys up sometime asking for a favor, whether it be a couch, a spare bedroom, a floor. You just put a pallet on me. I could just be like when I was a little kid sleeping over a friend's house. We just put a little mat down on the floor. We'll make it work, guys. So I appreciate you guys' offers. You guys are truly the best. Yeah, I fly in Friday and I leave on no Monday morning. Monday morning is when I leave. Super early Monday morning. All right, we'll grill. Let's do it, man. I'm ready for some tacos, man. That's another thing I'm excited for with Monsterpalooza. Gonna get some more Mexican food. I'm obsessed with West Coast Mexican food. I love how he's like keeping his friends and family out of the loop on what he's doing. He's just like, yeah, you guys know I'm handling business right now. I'm just keeping myself busy. Friday, you get auto at Monsterpalooza and still record half of everything. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm hoping to. I'm just definitely going to make the most of it. So that's what I'm thinking for sure. Definitely getting that autograph on Friday. Just go ahead and getting it out the way. And then after that, record as much as possible on Friday, and then Saturday, just see what cool cosplayers and what extra vendors I'll possibly get into. I think Transworld definitely prepared me to try to like nab as many vendors as possible. So I'm excited for it, man. It's been a long time coming. So when I went ahead and reserved my rental, airfare, and hotel, it was just like, all right, we're in there. Okay, cool, cool, definitely. I think Sunday morning will probably be a bit better for me to make work than Saturday. But yeah, I think we could definitely do Sunday for sure. But I'll definitely keep you posted. Yeah, because I definitely want to do that. At least even if I do go and see some of the things like on Friday, I'll definitely be down to go see him again. Most likely on Sunday. Probably depending on how late I stay up and what's going on Saturday. I will probably try to get some sleep so that I can actually be up on oh god, the way that dude's eating. Grabbing autos Friday night and vendors all day shopping. What autos are you planning on getting, Bumper? You like his meat very, very rare. Yeah, I feel you on that, Tony. That's usually how I am. That's how I'm going to be at Frightmare for sure. Yeah, Frightmare is going to be like crazy how I'm not going to get much sleep. That's why I'm glad that I'm going to go there on Thursday because with Thursday, I'll have time to actually meet up with some friends that are going to be there early and hang out with them and such. So I won't feel as I won't feel as pressured to do that on Friday as late because I have to get up like super early for my nephew's graduation on Saturday because of course that's on that Saturday, but I'd rather it be on the weekend that I'm actually going to be in town as opposed to the weekends after. So I can at least get up early, make it there, leave, and I'll probably, to be honest, I'm probably going to leave right after his name is called so that, I can make it back to the convention and, get in line and everything. So I want to see him walk across the stage, and then after that, it's going to be like, all right, guys, catch you later. And leave his graduation gift. So work calls, man. Oh yeah, man, I forgot Ron Perlman's gonna be there. Yeah, Craig Schaefer as well, and David Arquette. Yeah, man. I really do need to meet David, like for sure. And this will probably actually be a good convention to get his autograph, especially if Skeet or Matthew or Nev aren't there as well. Hey, Bumper, you're getting that statue, man. You're getting it, man. There's no just hoping, brother. You're getting it. We're speaking it into existence. Man, you're coming home with that statue, brother. I can see it now. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Usually that's how it is. A lot of people are in Matt's line or Skeet's line when they're there. So this would be a good time to nab David's. And he's such a nice guy. So we'll see um, if his sister doesn't run me too much, I should be getting David's too. Maybe that would be nice to get David's too. Hey, I'm putting it out there in the universe, bumper. Exactly. His serial killer's friends like, yeah, man. You don't know what he's doing? Catch and release, man. Like on my favorite my favorite bass fishing show. Man, if you get a Twilight Zone bunny, man, I'd freaking lose it, man. Yeah, I know. That's what I'm thinking. So I'm probably gonna bring well, I'm gonna debate. I may bring my Scream 11 by 17 for him to sign, but we'll see. I need to actually see if I need to replace this Scream 11 by 17 because it's cool, but I may want an actual better one to get the cast to sign. You know, Joe, it's not him necessarily pissing on VHS. It's probably more so him pissing on the people who love VHS. So he knows he's going to get a rise out of people like Tony. Yep, yep, it's Selma. Yeah, exactly. So um, it'd be cool to meet Selma. Like, I love her in Cruel Intentions. So I would freaking love to meet her. Hopefully she doesn't cancel because it depends on. I've heard that she cancels sometimes because of her health. So it really depends on how she feels. So I'm keeping my fingers crossed that she'll show up, or at least that she'll be there and that she'll feel good on the days of the convention. Yeah, Selma's a national treasure. I love that woman. Yeah, it sucks dealing with stuff like that. And MS is a bitch. Yeah, fingers crossed, man, for real with Barbara. All right, now you guys, this is my favorite scene in this entire movie. This whole sequence coming up here. Yeah, most definitely. I'm definitely gonna let you know about that bumper. I was just thinking about that not too long ago, actually. Yeah, so I'm gonna try to see how my funds are looking. I'm definitely gonna with Barbara getting older. I'm definitely gonna have to scour up some funds here or there, put out some extra content, and hopefully, you know, get some people that'll be interested in possibly setting up my Patreon and my YouTube membership soon because that was another thing that I was thinking of. That's my next project. Like I'm knocking out these ducks, one after the other, guys. So it's gonna be a very fun 2025 of growth for this channel. So I'm gonna step up soon and set up a Patreon, set up a YouTube membership for you guys because a lot of you guys have been asking for all types of ways that you can support. So that would be a great way of supporting besides, the usual liking and things of that nature. You can't wait to, yeah, live stream at Living Dead weekend. Yeah, I know, man. So much going on, man. That's the crazy thing about the convention world. Like you get a lot of events going on at the same weekend. It's just like, damn, man. If only I could be at this place and that place and this place. So that's why I got to get up with my boy Joe, and I got to see if he could possibly make a trip to San Antonio for me to get some cast members from Nightmare on Elm Street on my poster in July, I believe, because I think that's going to be the same weekend that I'm going to be in Arizona. So I'm going to try to see if I could get a favor of him or any of the other people in San Antonio that are pretty good friends of mine. Feels like a tug of war? Yeah, exactly. Watching you and grabbing. Yeah, exactly, man. I appreciate it, Bumper. That's multitasking at its finest, man. Well, I'll tell you this, man. I will never, ever, ever question you about your dedication to the channel. You will never hear those words come out of my mouth, buddy. Yeah, we're gonna be in LA in 2 weeks, the end of the month. May the 30th. I'm gonna be there from May the 30th until June the 2nd. So yes, going to be in SoCal, going to be in LA, but I'm going to be staying in Ontario specifically because the rooms were cheaper and I was going to be able to use my hotel points. So it worked out in my favor for this. Oh, music stop. Yeah, man. Hopefully the weather's going to be very nice. I am due for a California trip with it being nice weather. So I'm keeping my fingers crossed. Still waiting to get paid. Hey, I feel it, man. Hey, the good thing is I'll be mobile. So I would be able to possibly meet you halfway or something like that if you were able to, Tony. I'm pretty sure me and Bumper um, would definitely be down for it. Which one is that, Bumper? I'm trying to remember the name of that hotel because yeah, I remember one of those hotels has like a pretty cool bar and like it has like a almost like a club or something like that. I saw. I love how the TV fuzz reminds me of like Joe Bob. Yeah, I really enjoyed the last Creep IE Con. I'm hoping that they message me back in regards to media passes. I sent them an email like not too long ago, so it's probably gonna take some time, and plus, it's months away, so I think it's probably the appropriate time to hit them up. But yeah, there's a lot of stuff coming up, guys. I'll finally get a chance to go to an entire weekend's worth of Texas Hunters convention, and that one I am extremely excited for because that's been a favorite convention of mine, a very underrated one. But I've only been able to go on one day, and that's only been on Sunday, which you guys know is the usually the slowest day. So I would love to be able to check out Friday and Saturday there this year finally. And not only that, but they have some really cool after parties and things of that nature that weekend, and is moving to the venue that's on the same venue that's held for Texas Frightmare. So it's going to be plenty of space for all the classes and things of that nature. So I'm definitely can't wait to check it out. It's the one next to the parking lot. Okay, okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah. The one with the restaurant inside. Okay, the one across the street. Okay, got you, got you, got you. I know the one that you're talking about. Yeah, the handle breaking off. Like I love this entire sequence. Like this next 5 to 10 minutes is so fun. Nothing more, nothing less. I love how like the dude proves to be even more sick and depraved than the villains. But yeah, like the action in this is so dope. It's like a perfect blend of action and horror. Because I love this. Because it's like, okay, as crazy as these psychos are, they are going against a trained professional. So it's like the villain's unhingedness is placed against the efficientness of the hero. Time Stampy, I'm at 1 hour, 35 minutes, and 7 seconds. I mean, he jammed it in there good. That's what she said. Yeah, you're a bit ahead of me, Tony. You got all the good ads apparently. Yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to them. I need to craft my questions for them soon. I was thinking of that as well, but I make sure to tag them. Yeah, I think I nabbed that patch like my first time going to the Monster Museum. I think that was when I met his wife, if I'm not mistaken. Because if I'm not mistaken, that same weekend Tom was like at like Mad Monster in North Carolina because he was helping to promote a movie. I did sew those, Tony. I my my mentors that were punks and in the hardcore scene would never let me live it down if I didn't sew those patches on myself. So I watched two different YouTube videos, um, two different goth chicks that were explaining how to sew. Um, and I learned two different things that I needed to get those patches on there to my style of learning that was suited for me, and got it done, man. Got it done. Appreciate that, man. Appreciate that. I love how he's just like beating him with that pipe. And you see like the little bits of blood squirting out. All right, this is like this part right here. This sequence is my favorite out of this entire sequence. Like this one little next little part with the shotgun in the hallway. Thanks a lot, Bumper. I'm so glad that you guys really like it. I love that that kick to the face. He misses the shot and just starts wailing on him with the pipe. That just looks so cool. Yeah, man, I love that song. That's like one of my favorite old school like death metal songs. But and it's crazy that that band is a Japanese band. Ooh, popping them. Like if that dude gets out of there without any CTE, he has the hardest skull imaginable. Now, I love this because this is what every person should do in a horror movie when it comes to their villains. When it comes to that final confrontation, if you have a melee weapon, well on him. Now you see how he's asleep. If he's not dead, he sleep for the next 8 hours at least. No, I've never listened to Allowness. Should I, Tony? Okay, cool, cool. Nice. Okay. I'll definitely check them out. Yeah, I forgot how I came across Coffin and the Frozen Stick song, but I think I heard it like at a bar, and like the tempo changes a couple of different times in the song, and I'm like, man, what is this song? And the bartender ended up telling me, and I'm like, okay, I'm going to look up this song and this band immediately. Crazy 7 minute song. Yeah, it will take a big box bumper. Even if it's bigger than my box, they'll hold the package for me. So if you did want to send it, you're more than welcome to. So I'd appreciate it either way, bumper, whichever way you'd feel comfortable doing. You know what? That's totally how it is, bumper. I mean, that's totally how it is, Tony, with the music. Sometimes it gets too late because when I came across that the Frozen Stick song, it was like a good like 10 years old by then. It was just like okay, gonna mail you Julia Adams Auto on Creature from Black Lagoon's photo. You could do it as giveaways worth probably 150. Hey bumper, that would be an awesome giveaway prize, man. I'm I mean, thanks to you guys, I'm amassing quite a giveaway box. Like I have to like set up a box strictly for stuff to give away for you guys. And speaking of giveaways, I'm definitely going to cop something from Texas Frightmare, and of course, Living Dead Con and Monster Palooza, um, to give away to the viewers. So I'm definitely looking forward to that, guys. It's gonna be a fun one, guys. Like, man, these next few weeks are gonna be crazy. You have doubles, so I don't mind. That's the great thing about having doubles, though. When you have a good reason to, give to someone else or donate, it's always a major thing. So your contributions to the channel are always appreciated, Barbara. Thank you so much, man. Like you and the rest of the GBG's generosity, man. Like I, I'm never going to cease to be amazed by it because you guys are so giving to your fellow horror fans. Okay, bet. Go check that out, Tony. Right after this. I love how he's dreaming and he's just like, wait a second. He put something inside of me. Just leave him under the bridge. Under the bridge downtown is where I shed some blood. That dude's been through it. What's crazy is I really like that shirt. My love face like, oh, I got you now. I just realized what you did in my sleepy stupor. It's like he realized he has the upper hand now. So I wonder if Korean pharmacies are like Mexican pharmacies where you just don't need a prescription. They're just like, look, just give me this. Sure, sir. Here you go. That's one of the things about living closer to the border that is a positive. Going right over and grabbing like prescriptions and medical tourism. Oh yeah, man. It's gonna be like a kid in Toys R Us, man. Yeah, man. Mexican pharmacies. I will never forget my first Mexican pharmacy experience, especially after hearing about them for forever from people that live in California or you know Southern or West Texas or Arizona. They're just like, yeah, man, right by the border. Just hop right on over and got some medical services or got some dental work or whatever. You went down there La Bamba style. I mean, that would be part of the experience. I mean, I've always wanted to do like those hotels that you could drive into, like those private hotels. Well, it's like a motel where you drive in and you don't even have to get out of the car to get into the private room for your hotel or whatever. I remember seeing that on like a travel guide video one time, and I'm like, you know what? That seems pretty fun. Somas. Yeah, see, there you go. Oh, they cost your hip replacement. He's like, damn it, there. He's on the move again. He's using those laxatives. That boy was creating havoc up in there with them laxatives. He's like, oh, I know what I can do with this. With the doo doo on your hand, doo doo flakes. Oh, wet luck. I love how unhinged this movie gets. It's like everything just keeps ramping up. Like they give you those small moments every now and then of like, okay, well, and shoving the tracker, the dookie tracker, down his mouth. Yeah, exactly. Doo doo pie. He's like, there's blood and doo doo all over here. He's like, oh, got rid of the tracker. Yeah, I know, right, Tony? Those poor workers. They're gonna have to clean that up. Deuce is like a straight up savage. And to be honest, that may be the second most egregious thing that he's done in this entire movie. So that goes to show you this dude has deserved whatever he's had coming to him. Go to Home Depot bathroom in the morning. Thanks, I'll try to avoid that. But you know what? That's totally my son. That kid will drop a deuce any and everywhere. I think that's so hilarious. Like, I've never had to take as many public shits in my 40 years of life as that kid has done in 10 years. This is the funniest thing. It's totally like a running joke in our family. Yeah, he's like, nah, man, I'm turning myself in, man. Forget this. It's safe behind bars. I think I may have gotten what I'm assuming is my next to last ad, depending on how much time is left in the film. I think we got like maybe 30 minutes left in the film. Yeah, exactly. It's all dad's day after drinking. Yeah, exactly. Totally. I know how that is, man. Long day. All right, if I can just get this ad out the way, almost done. No, what they missing in this movie is a Bruce Willis. Yeah, there's definitely a lot of Bruce Willis Death Wish type feel to this. It's like a Bruce Willis Death Wish meets Die Hard type feel. All right, guys, I'm at 1 hour, 50 minutes, and 20 seconds. So I was right. We got about 30 minutes left. He's like, where is he? Where your boy at? I love how he was just like literally beating the brakes off of every last one of these villains. Hey man, so forget this. I'm gonna turn myself in. But I love these types of show offs in movies or face offs, I should say, where it's like two equally matched opponents, and it's like a contest of trying to figure out who's gonna get the upper hand on the other one. So a lot of this reminds me of like the anime Death Note, where a lot of it is, this guy who's considered like a villain, and the police them trying to catch him and find his identity. And you have people who identify with the villain, and you have people who identify with the heroes in that story. I identify with the villains in Death Note. I'm of the I'm of the thinking and of the contingency that Light did nothing wrong. But a lot of the goody two shoes are going to be like, "Oh, Light was evil. Oh, he took the world into his hands." I'll shut up, you big baby. He conquered. He gave world peace almost. Oh yeah, this was released in theaters there. That's the cool thing I love about Korean cinema. Like you see some really interesting stuff over there in theaters and stuff does very well. Oh man, this scene always gets me. It's like, bro, pick up the phone. Pick up the phone. Tell dude you'll be right back. Pick up the phone. And that's why I'm glad that Parasite got the attention that it deserved for Korean cinema and international cinema as a whole. Of course, everything, everywhere, all at once got a lot of acclaim, but as far as like a true, international film, international studios, things of that nature, that was probably a, probably one of the most influential Oscar wins of our lifetime. That in The Shape of Water, I feel. Yeah, I know. Just really gave him a slap of sense. Like like how my grandmother used to say stuff like "slap some sense into you." Those little Southern sayings like that. That's what dude did right there. Oh man, that's such a heartbreaking scene. It's like, dang man, if he just answered the phone, there's no way he's gonna get in. Yeah, then you gotta go in the refrigerator. I mean, he worked up a bit of thirst. Blindness. You know what? I did see blindness once. It's been a long time. I vaguely remember it, so it tells me it's time for a rewatch. Yeah, I don't really remember too much about it. Poor dude. If he hasn't already been through enough. The sheer amount of concussions in this movie. It's like all types of brain damage. Just watching this movie exclusively. Well, you would totally know you would totally know terms for sure. Let's see. Hold on, guys. Give me a second. Staying up to date on some things. Double checking to see if my airline points had transferred over yet, but nope, probably tomorrow. I hate waiting for stuff like this. But thankfully, the trip's like well in advance that I don't necessarily have to worry about like the price going up or anything. Thankfully, I'm paying for points, so the price generally stays the same in regards to points. Glad you're enjoying it, guys. Girl, get about the house. Yo, I'm glad to hear that. That's dope, Tony. Hey, you guys are always preaching the gospel of the GVG, and I really appreciate that, guys. Like, you guys have no idea how much you guys support and telling your friends and family about the channel. It really goes a long way with helping this channel grow, guys. I can't believe we're already working on 3,000 subscribers. Like, my actual next goal is 5,000, but we're gonna keep track at 3,500. That's gonna be the next, you know, particular goal that we're going for. But the next big goal is 5,000 subscribers. So let's do it. I know we're gonna get there thanks to you guys. Got added. It's like, let me see, guys. I need to see. Yeah, so much blood in this. There's a lot of emotions in this too. That's what I like about this flick. And this dude's gonna get every little bit of what's coming to him. How to punch a. love how the calendars look like those calendars my mom and grandparents had back in the day. All right, the chase is on. It's like it's on. We're heading into the fourth quarter, guys. The final minutes. Who is going to win this game? Got the music geared up again. You're like, all right, guys, here we go. I really like how everything really culminates though in this stadium. Not, lights probably about to go out. Man, guys, dude's like just really going through it, man. With their sting, they're just like, all right, we got this wacko in traffic. He's been through it, guys. He's all messed up. Like, just completely. It's like, arrest me, arrest me. I love this part too. This is very like Pulp Fiction in a way as well. Like, nope, nope. Let's get you up in here. You almost had him, guys. Beat him before you guys. Have the movie's close up of teeth. That's quite the pickup right there in this movie. Oh man, guys. Here we go. It's all come down to this. You see guys like this all the time. It's called meth. must be a good cigarette. But also, it's kind of like that moment where you're just like, I've been waiting for this, and I think it's time. It's like, I think it's time. I think it's also like that realization there where it's like, you know what? We're not too far from each other. I'll treat you right. Exactly. He's like, I'll treat you right from now on. Oh, I'm gonna quit messing with you. Oh, he wants to kill him now. Oh, if only it was that gonna be that simple. Ugh. Yeah, right through the mouth. Like the practical effects in this movie are crazy, guys. That's one of the best things about this film is the practical effects as well. I feel him though. He's gonna get the most out of his revenge. I love it. Because you gotta think about it. If someone causes you that much pain, you know, how much could you do to them in order to possibly match it? Because you're not going to get any better. I mean, you're still going to have to live with what's been done to you. So it's like, okay, how am I going to draw out this revenge as long as possible? I love how he's like, the hero's like literally like reached the breaking point. Like he's completely holding on to his sanity by like this much. That seems like prime proto triple T right there. I love how they ruined. Well, I hate how they ruined that awesome shirt with all types of blood. Could at least taken it off. I'm pretty sure someone else would have enjoyed that shirt like I would have. Exactly. I would feel no remorse at all either. It's like, hey. But I love this film because it also kind of ties into the new season of The Last of Us and the cycle of revenge. So I think the cycle of revenge is probably one of the most captivating real things in real life ever. So I think this film explores revenge very well, as well as The Last of Us Part Two. It is, man. It really is. And that's what I like about this film because it really does show the ugliness of the world. Because this is a completely grounded flick. Like you could totally see something like this happening in real life. And that's what I think is the most enjoyable thing about this film because it's so based in reality of how ugly the world can really be. You know, really messed up things happen to good people for no reason at all. And those people have to live with it. And sometimes those very good people change and they turn into very violent people just as bad as the original perpetrators, depending on how you look at it. But even though, you know, that's one of those things where you do have to break bad, as they say. If one of my loved ones gets transgressed against, I'm just going to be a bad person. I'm sorry. It may not make me feel better all the time, but I can find solace in knowing that that person will never be able to do something like that ever again to someone else. So the cool thing about this film, you know, is we're about to get to the last shot. And as I said, the last shot really sticks with you. It certainly really sticks with me. Yeah, for real. Yeah, for real, Tony. There's some real messed up stuff. And hearing and seeing this last sequence just it gets me every single time. Because you can't help but to sit and think about what it all means and how like, you know, if you are this guy, this hero in the story, it's kind of like, you know, well, I'll get to that thought once we get past this scene. But yeah, when they get to that music cue, and of course his parents and his son. He called his parents and his son because someone has to feel this pain as well. Your mama gonna have to cry. Your son gonna have to be traumatized for the rest of his life, and your dad's gonna realize he did a terrible job of being a father because obviously something was missing. So I love how he has to hold the door with his mouth. Now, Tony, you know we can't start off a movie being sick and not end it off sick as well. It's only the Korean way. But he's holding out. He's like, all right. And that rope is slowly getting pulled out. Nice. Such a cool beheading. And there you go. And your parents walk in, and your son. Your mom's probably going to have a heart attack because of it. Yep. It is, Tony. It's one of the best films in regards to having a closing shot. I think it's pound for pound one of the best closing scenes of a film ever. Like, he completed his mission. He did everything he needed to do. He achieved his revenge. But now he has to live with that pain. That mission kept him from focusing on the pain of losing his fiance, their child. Not only that, but think about his fiance's family. The the other bodies that were left in the wake of this. Now he has to live life. That's the hardest thing. And that's so heartbreaking to me. Like this scene of him breaking down, walking, lonely. You feel that loneliness, that feeling of despair. Like, oh man, you feel so bad for him. And even though you feel bad for him when he finds his wife's body, he holds on a really great facade. He holds on strong. And this is the first time that he's able really to grasp what his life is about to be like now. And I think that's just ah an amazing way to end this film. And that is I Saw the Devil, guys. Like, oh, love that film. And like I said, it does not make you feel good whatsoever at the end of it. But needless to say, I still think it is a masterpiece. I really, really enjoy that film, guys. So thank you so much for hanging out with me and checking out that film. It's a bit longer than the films that we show on, our live watch parties, but I figured that would be a good one to do for sure if we were going to watch a longer one. Yeah, it does remind me of Rambo's Walk in First Blood for sure. Yeah, that's a very good call, Tony, with that man. But yeah, those Koreans, they definitely make a enthralling film that really captivates you for sure. Like I always say, like I Saw the Devil probably has the best composition of an opening shot and a closing shot for sure, because you get the calmness of the snow, in the beginning, and then you get the calmness of his walk at the end. And man, it just really truly is something that's so sad, man. But you rest assured knowing that that bastard definitely got what he deserved in the end. It was great. You love the longer ones. I'm glad to hear that, man. I'm so glad to hear that, y'all. And I'm glad to hear that you enjoyed the beheading scene as well, Bumper. I think this film was filled with like so many awesome positives. Great special effects. Great practical special effects. You don't have to go all out with practical effects or spend a ton in regards to creature effects. Sometimes just seeing blood and just someone getting bashed over the head is enough to make someone feel pretty uneasy. So it's good. And also, when you just choose the right casting, it can really make you feel sorry for victims. And if you shoot films a certain way, like if you were exploitative director, you know, the killing scenes could actually look pretty cool. You could actually cheer on the killer in some ways, but the way the director shoots the scenes with the victims, you identify with them as opposed to the killer. So, I think that's another pretty cool thing. Yeah, the effects were really well done. It's so crazy to think like this film is like 15 years old now. Like, again, man, time really flies by, and it's so crazy to think that I remember seeing this film for the first time. I think it had to have been 2016 when I saw it, and ever since then, it's been one of those films that I definitely want to check out. If I'm not mistaken, I think they are planning on making an American remake of this. Unfortunately, but I'm hoping that's one of those things that just gets put on the shelf, and we never see the light of day with that for sure. If we're lucky. Yeah, man, that's that. This movie is 15 years old, and it looks like it could have been made this year. So that's so crazy about a good film that's grounded and it doesn't have to be too extraordinary, but it is um, a real juggernaut when it comes to acting. The all of the actors do a fantastic job. The characters are fantastically written. All types of great suspense. It really reminds me also of like a '90s, like a mid to late '90s thriller. Akin to like the Bone Collector, Kiss the Girls, all of those types of things, but ramped up a little bit more. So um, I definitely am so glad that you guys enjoyed it. I saw The Devil. Tomorrow, of course, we will be getting together for more live watch party fun. And tomorrow will be I'm Gonna Get You Sucker with Four Lions. So, guys, this is going to be a very, very funny, disgraceful double features. I can't wait for it. It's going to be our first strictly comedic disgraceful double features. So we're making the Horror Greenbook history, guys. So you do not want to miss out. Yeah, you're so right. The music, definitely adds to that as well. With it being more dramatic and with the tension, and also with the very long shots. He holds on to the victims' faces for a long time, and you get to see that fear build, and you see how cold the killer is. There's no emotions there. They're calm. They're not being erratic. They're not being like a Rob Zombie style killer. This is just someone that's cold, relentless, and could care less about how you're feeling because they're going to get what they want out of you, and you're just going to be another victim. So I'm glad that you guys really enjoyed it. It's a super fun film, guys. You can't wait to see legs come off. Yeah, have her hopping after you. Exactly. And I love that scene because that scene was so ahead of its time. Now we see so many women nowadays with so many fake parts. Just to think that that was in the 80s. Who would have thought that that would be more pathetic than anything? But yeah, guys, we're going to get into some good old comedy schlock tomorrow on Disgraceful Double Features. Thank you so much for hanging out with me for our live watch party on Tuesday as opposed to Monday. But we're going to get back to our regular schedule pretty soon. But guys, the convention, well, the live watch party schedule is going to be thrown off a bit with the upcoming conventions. So I'll keep you guys up to date in regards to the upcoming live watch parties because they're going to be a bit off the normal schedule, understandably. But I am going to bring you guys plenty of awesome content as a replacement, especially lives from the conventions. So, guys, stay tuned. If you are not currently a subscriber and you're watching, make sure to hit that subscribe button. Hit that notification bell because you do not want to miss out on upcoming content. Guys, if you haven't already, go ahead and hit that Ash Williams severed hand so that other horror fans are let in the know about this amazing channel that you guys enjoy. Guys, I am your travel guide, Brendan, with the Horror Greenbook, signing off, letting you know that it is scary in those street, guys. So please, let me know that you made it home safely. I'll catch you travelers later.